You're listening to the August 12th, 2017 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Well, it's been a very long time. I'm settled in my new abode and at last back online, so here I am, as keen as mustard to get back in touch. Hello.
Welcome to you. We are keen to be back in contact with you also, Blossom. For we have kept silent in order for you to accomplish that which was needed on an earthly basis. You will have felt also a change in your very being. Is this not so?
Oh, yes. Although, I'm not sure if I'm yet out the other side. Such high energies and yet such a lot going on for everyone on a more troublesome scale. No one seems to know exactly where they are.
This is both observant and accurate. For there is the tipping of the scales, once again. That which does not serve is being accentuated in order to release it, once it has been recognized that it is no longer suitable for the soul. Yet, on the other hand, there is a feeling within the soul self that a higher vibration is being absorbed and now integrating with the core of the being. The two are actually collaborating in a dance of change. And when this particular dance is complete, the difference in self shall become very apparent.
In what way?
In the ways of recognizing the higher vibration that one is sitting within. So much more of the truer, higher potential is able to present itself once this shift has settled down, and there is so much more benefit to the whole.
I feel once again as if I'm in a cocoon, ready to emerge, break free and fly. Yet there seems to be another part of me that has concrete boots on, and then again another part of me that simply doesn't recognize who I am, what I'm doing, and why I'm here. Sort of swimming around in limbo.
This is all to do with these current energies. They are stronger and more poignant than ever before, due to the fact that your world is getting brighter and lighter. This change that is within you, this change that you are experiencing, is also taking place within everything. Imagine that. Everything that you are part of is shifting into a higher resonance and finding its feet. Then it needs to find the ground to place the feet.
When you say everything, do you mean just on our planet?
No, for everything is part of everything. Therefore, what takes place within anything has to affect all. Yet, we would say that your planet in particular is the focus at this time. All eyes on you.
Yet we're so tiny in comparison to it all. Why so much interest?
Because you, all of you, and your divine planet are conducting an experiment that has never before taken place. To transform it and all upon it into a higher dimension, to become a higher vessel of itself is a huge feat. This is why it is being tested out on Earth, for to do so on a larger planet would not seem practical.
So, if this works on our planet, will it then take place on others?
Naturally.
Have other planets fallen by the wayside also, then?
It is not so much about that on other planets. It is the actual experiment of raising up of. Whether or not it has fallen is irrelevant.
Have other planets gone down the pan like ours?
Blossom, there are other planets that are of the brightest light, and there are planets that have chosen to be of darkness.
Why would one choose that?
Because, as we have said before, life goes on and on, and on and on, and on and on, and on and on. There are endless, understand that word, endless possibilities to be played out. There has to be contrast, or how could one know the difference?
So, are you saying that this experiment on Earth, this game that we're all involved in, is also played everywhere else?
No, that is not the case. Other planets have life forms, and what is what is.
I don't really understand that.
On your planet, Blossom, you are able to change things. Your essence, your reason for being there, is to master this game. And in doing so, you have the opportunity to change it in any way you see fit, to suit the self and its needs. This is not the case everywhere, and yet, in saying that, it depends on where you consider elsewhere to be. For within the expanse of all that is, we cannot and would not say that is necessarily the case within all that is involved, within the game in which you are playing. For this too involves parallel lives, dimensions within dimensions. It is too vast to be able to put in a nutshell for you, Blossom. Yet, to round this off, we would say that Earth has the capability of change through expression of thought. Not everywhere else has the privilege to do so.
Thank you. Changing the subject for a bit, as I feel to continue on that would definitely make me lose the plot. Someone asked if you could give us your understanding of pure intent. It sort of speaks for itself, and yet maybe you can give us its fuller understanding.
In, of, as itself, pure intent, in its purest form, is coming from the highest position of the soul's understanding of itself. When one has an intention to perform anything, to do anything, to think anything, to give anything, to receive anything, to offer anything, to love anything. When coming from a place of knowing that you are creators, and the creation that you are, and the creation you desire to create, then that offering has to be of pure intent. It is the knowing of who you are that allows the intention to be of the purest. We will explain this in short, for as you say, it sort of speaks for itself. We can put this in a nutshell. Know who you are. Know you are God's flow of all creation, and when intending anything, be it baking a cake to the healing of your entire planet, in this knowing, only the purest, highest love blends in with that intention, and therefore has the highest, purest outcome. And so it is.
Thank you. A rather interesting topic someone wanted your opinion on after you had spoken of walk-ins and souls inhabiting the same body was regarding transsexuals. Why, if someone is counselled, etc., as to what would serve their soul in their next lifetime, would they arrive on Earth and find out at some stage in that journey that their soul is being housed in the wrong gendered body? Could you talk about this?
As with all things, Blossom, there are 1,000 different reasons for 1,000 different souls as to why they choose to come into the life they do. One could ask why a severely deformed body would be chosen to house a soul, or why a soul would choose a body that seems to be completely malfunctioning in its wiring. All these are decided in order to either both serve the soul and, in many cases, to serve others also. So much suffering within an individual can bring about so much change within their reasoning and understanding of not only themselves, yet also as to the world and how one is viewed. Therefore, that which is considered to be a mistake, error, in the feeling of bodily expression regarding female or male tendencies is not a mistake, error at all.
So, if for instance a soul arrives on Earth and from early on feels the need to swap gender entirely, had they agreed for that to happen before they got here?
For some, yes. For others, it can be, and you can put this into many situations. It could be that the understanding is reached that a soul would benefit coming back to Earth and experience something that would assist them in evolving and becoming more of themselves.
Why would that have to be a troublesome experience? Why not choose to be a farmer that produces tulips and roses? Surely that too helps one to evolve and discover that they are love in essence.
We understand that which you are conveying, and yet so much of self is uncovered through that which does not always appear to be in the best interest of an individual. Yet, underneath it all, it is by far the best journey that soul could take. When taking it out of perspective and looking at it from the higher place. For example, the point in question regarding changing a body over from one gender to another. This involves surgery. Surgery with the greatest respect is the easy part. The emotional, mental, spiritual, soul transforming part is that which benefits the individual. The courage and the strength it takes any given soul to see such a transformation through is the reason it takes place. Many of you at times struggle in wondering who you truly are. In fact, you mentioned it earlier, Blossom, and that is without the added complication of discovering you do not feel you in the body you were born into. When one has completed the swap, again we use the word with respect, that individual becomes so much clearer as to who they truly are. Not as in being male or female, as in their soul self. And we are sure this could be confirmed by those souls that have chosen to do so. Let us mention also that there is also, as suggested by the one taking the question, that this promotion of, by, self also offers others the opportunity to search inside their own understandings. For is it not the soul that one is speaking with? The soul that one falls in love with? Whether one was once male and now female, or the other way around, has nothing to do with how one finds that person to be as an individual. They are who they are. Their being is who chooses to be friends with or attracted to. The gender of the body is just the housing of the vessel, as we say. If one lived in a mansion and it didn't feel right, they may move to a small flat because they are more comfortable living there. To us, we see no difference, and yet we are aware that there are still many souls that find the move by others totally abhorrent. We send our love and light to those souls who do not yet understand. Yet one day they will. Maybe in another life experience, they will choose to go through it themselves so that they can understand.
Again, thank you. Wow, this hour has gone so fast, and yet I feel as if we're not yet done. Is there something you particularly need to mention?
Blossom, we thank you. We thank all of you for taking the opportunity to be on earth at this time. Patiently you have journeyed on, knowing in your truth that the feeling inside of you that is love and the connection you have with the divine source is who you are. In this knowing, you continue to shine your light, and you are recognizing now, more than ever, again through feeling, that the days ahead are to become so very exciting. We ask you to know that there is love that comes to you from those that are not experiencing earthly form at this time. Some who never have and never will. And within this energy of love, we become one and the same with you. We honor you. We love you. We hold your hearts high. We comfort you. We love you. We love you. We love you. So much is to shine onto your planet as you watch this divine plan that you agree to be part of unfold in a way that you have not yet imagined. For your vibration has not yet reached those heights, yet you are getting there, dearest souls. You are getting there.
Thank you so much. I'm keen to correct all my spelling mistakes from writing so fast and to get this posted out, as I know many have been patiently waiting for you and me to get back on board. I'm so happy that we are. I love you. Thank you.
In love also, we sign out for this time.